Here we've got a System 9 MPU out of a Comet, and so this board came in with a solenoid issue as far as one of the pop bumpers were locking on, and these transistors had been replaced at some point. I'm sorry, these two here. And so what I've done is I've actually pulled this transistor here and have cleaned up some of that char mess that was up underneath it, and I've replaced the 2N4401 and swapped out the TIP 122 that was installed here and swapped it out for a TIP 102. And so now we no longer have any locked on coils or anything like that, so we are good to go. What I've also done to the board is I've replaced all three of the 100 UF input filter capacitors, the 100 here as well as the 470, and I've got a new 10 UF and a new 22 UF capacitor as well. All 0.156 headers here have been replaced. We've got brand new sockets for both the 6802s as well as both ROMs, and also installed NVRAM here on the board. We did have just some minor alkaline here on both the front and the back side there of the board, just due to the batteries leaking at some point, which is typical here on these boards. But anyways, let's go ahead and get this thing booted up, and there you can see the high score to date and last game played. And here's the lamp matrix dancing, and the only coil that you see locked on is the coin lockout, and it was special solenoid number 5 that you would see locked on, and it was ever so faint here on my board, but nonetheless obviously inside of a game that would trigger for that to lock on. And so here we're going to go through the displays. And sound test, we don't have the soundboard connected. There's the lamp matrix, and then into the solenoids here. So it'll test the standard 16, and then we've got the special solenoids, and all of those are working correctly. And last test here is going to be switch test. So we're going to go through and test both rows and columns, moving diagonally through the matrix. And the last switch that reports here in Comet is going to be switch 50 there. And again, I've got this set up to free play, so adjustment 18 we just set to 0, cycle through, and we'll get a full boot, or I'm sorry, reboot. And there we are. And again, turn off the light here as well. So we have no locked on solenoids, just a dusty test bench. But we are good to go. Thank you so much.